Flippa can be a wild beast. It used to be notorious for people selling bad websites and getting taken advantage of. But since Blake Hutchison, who has been on my podcast and my virtual summits, has become the new CEO of Flippa, things have changed. Flippa's become a lot better. They're listing far better websites for sale now, and that's evident as what you would have seen 5 years ago. That said, you still need to know how to find the best websites. And you don't want to buy a website that only looks good aesthetically. And you don't want to buy a website that costs you more money and more time, which is why I'm going to share with you right now over my shoulder on my screen how to safely buy websites from Flippa. So if you're ready to learn how to use Flippa and buy a website, please smash that like button and share some YouTube love with me. Now, I've taught well over 300 people how to buy websites from Flippa. In fact, the first 2 websites I ever bought were from Flippa. And since then, I've learned a lot of lessons, one of which has literally saved me well over $100,000. It's also saved my clients hundreds of thousands of dollars too, and I'm gonna share what that is with you in this lesson. Now, the first thing you need to do before you buy a website on Flippa is obviously go away and create your own account and then log in. But hold up, whoa, slow down. Before you begin searching for websites on Flippa, there's 2 very critical things that you need to know before you start searching for websites on Flippa. The first one is how much you're gonna spend on your first website business. And the second one is, what type of online business are you going to buy? Knowing these 2 things is critical because it's going to save you a lot of time from looking at the wrong listings, a lot of time from doing due diligence on the wrong businesses and wasting your time. It's also going to save you money from possibly buying the wrong type of website business for you. So the first question is, how do you know how much you should spend on your first website business? This depends on where you're at financially, but I don't want you to spend all of your money. Don't just go put all of your eggs in one basket. You need to have some contingency money in place. But for this exercise, we're going to look for websites that are around the $10,000 price range to the $50,000 price range, maybe even the $10,000 to $20,000 price range. And then, so once we know our price, we're going to know what size businesses to look at. But what type of business model should we be buying? So if you're a beginner, I highly suggest buying a content websites because they're slower moving websites. There's less work and less hats you need to wear as a business owner compared to, say, owning an e-commerce business. So starting with a content website like a blog or an advertising site, maybe an affiliate site, is a better place to start out as a beginner. So that's what our criteria is going to be. So make sure you know your criteria before you even start looking at things on Flippa. Otherwise, you're going to burn a lot of time, end up going down the rabbit hole and possibly doing something that you may regret. So now that you're on Flippa, what you want to do is, we're looking for a website that is between the $10,000 to $20,000 price range. What we want to do, and it's going to be a content website or a blog, we're going to click here. We're going to click on content advertising. And that's going to take us to the content websites. But as you can see, there's sites for sale for $420,000, $35,000, and all different prices. So what I want you to do is scroll down to where you see more. And this is going to allow you to see more listings, but also it's going to provide you a very valuable filter section within Flippa, which helps you filter the types of businesses that show up in their listings. So we want to go for content websites, and there's different types of content websites, but we don't want a directory, and we'll check out these 2. Next, we're going to go scroll down, and over here we're going to look at price range. So we're going to put in the price range of $10,000 to $20,000, and we'll look at those types of websites. And that's what Flippa's going to do. It's going to come up with some different types of listings that we can purchase. So let's have a look at these different types of listings. As we can see, this type of website is monetized by AdSense. So they got Google ads, and that's how they make money, by having ads on the actual blog posts. This is ad sales. This is Amazon. So this is probably Amazon Associates or Amazon Affiliate, some people call it, where it will make money through commissions for purchasing products that this website may recommend, like football products. Let's scroll down and let's look at this one, Recliner's Guide. This is AdSense, 3 years old. I like that. So let's go away and click on that listing and we'll have a look at that in a different tab. And then it's in the $10,000 price range, $10,000 to $20,000 price range, I should say. And then we want to scroll down, we want to see something else as well. Keep scrolling, and see if we can find something that looks semi-good. German Shepherd dog.info, 2 years old, $15,000. I like the niche, so let's go away and have a look. Now, in a second, I'm gonna tell you that lesson that I learned that saved me well over $100,000 when buying websites. But I wanna ask you an important question. From the three main types of websites, being e-commerce, content websites, and membership businesses, or even SaaS, what type of website are you looking to buy? Please let me know in the comments below so I can create more videos around those types of website businesses, on how to buy those website businesses in terms of due diligence for them, and also how to grow those types of website businesses. So let me know, what type of website business are you looking at purchasing? Now that we've found two websites, the next step that we need to take is to do due diligence on these websites. Now, what we need to do is we need to do due diligence on multiple types of website businesses to understand the true value of these types of businesses before even making an offer. So to get it good at doing due diligence, what we need to do is do due diligence multiple times, over and over and over, repeatedly on multiple businesses. That allows us to actually start to get familiar with those types of businesses, which is going to allow us to confidently know the true value of those businesses. So we want to really hone that skill. It's the same as if you wanted to be a better tennis player. The more you practice, the better you become. But you can't just always be practicing, right? You need to learn to get better at the strategy. You can't just be learning how to play tennis in theory, right? Or by watching videos. You need to go away and practice and implement the strategy. So in tennis and due diligence and any sport, how do you get better at the strategy? The answer is practice, practice, practice. Now, before you make an offer and buy a website business, what are you gonna do to grow that website that you do buy? Our bulk community and even our audience uses our video sponsor, Niche Website Builders, to create content and build links for their websites to grow their traffic and earnings. They have a great team and a great service. And for our fans, they're giving us some exclusive deals on their packages. So go to nichewebsite.builders/Bob/ to check out their deals. There'll be a link in the description too. So let's jump on Flippa and look at these two different types of websites. Here's the recliner websites. It's for sale. They're asking for $18,000 and you can make an offer. So you don't need to pay this price. You can come up with your own valuation of it. Now, I have a lot of different videos on me scrolling through Flippa and different marketplaces showing you how you can do due diligence on these types of businesses. But the main things you need to look at is the traffic, right? The traffic and the financials. In getting proof of the traffic and the financials, there's two major things. And then looking at things like the bounce rate, the time on page, and the sessions is important. And there's so many details within due diligence. So what I suggest you do is scroll below this video into the description and get my due diligence framework. This is the due diligence framework that saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars. It saved my clients a lot of money and a lot of mistakes when buying websites as well. It's what I and my clients use, and it takes the guesswork out of buying websites. So make sure you use that framework. It makes buying websites so much more simpler. So go below and you can get that for free. So here we are on that recliner chair business again. And once you've done your due diligence and you've contacted the seller and you asked them a bunch of questions, then what you can go away and do once you know the value of the business is you can contact them here this way. Once you know the value of this business, then you can go away and make an offer for the business. Now, my suggestions on making an offer is make one offer. Don't do too many counter offers. Don't play games by giving a low ball offer. There's a lot of psychology around negotiating. Now, I don't like to negotiate. I like to put forward what I believe is valuable. And if the person who is selling the business aren't attracted to that offer, then I walk away. I don't like to play games, but that's me personally. And I've sort of built a little bit of an authority in the space to, show that, hey, I don't want to play games. I just want to buy something at this price or not. And you can do that as well. You can build your reputation even if you don't know anybody in the industry or even if you're a beginner. And the goal is to become a actual attractive buyer, and you can do that as a complete beginner. It saves you money when you do this as well, and that's what I teach people in my actual community, how to become an attractive website buyer. So once you've made an offer, what do you do next? What's the next step to buy this website? What you actually need to do is you need to go over to Escrow and you need to set up an Escrow account. Okay, so you can set up your own Escrow account and you will put your money into the Escrow account. So say for example, you buy this business at the $16,000 price range, not $18,000, but you came to an agreement that, and your offer got accepted for $16,000. You come over to Escrow, you set up your own Escrow account, you put that $16,000 into the Escrow account and it stays there. And then the next step is the handover of the business, the handover of the website to you. Once you've connected your Escrow account and you can see that the funds are in the Escrow account and the seller can see that the funds are in the Escrow account, that's when the handover process starts to happen, where they start to give you the assets for the website and the business. Once you have all the assets for the business, then you can release the funds to the seller and they will walk away with their money. But there's a critical step that I don't want you to miss out on. And that critical step is to make sure when you do make your offer for the business is to put in the agreement that you do get some training from the seller. Now, the reason you want training from the seller is because you want them to teach you how they ran the business, so you can run the business the same way as them. And you want them to also share with you the opportunities that are within the business to grow the business. Things that they would do if they were to stay the new owner of the business, that they can move on and teach you so you can grow that business after you take it over. So scheduling training in with the seller once you've received the website is a critical step not to be missed. So from the three main types of website businesses, e-commerce, content, and membership, or SaaS, let me know in the comments below, what type of website are you looking at buying and why? The reason I want to know this is so I can create more videos around those types of website businesses for you to help you buy them and to help you grow them. YouTube, what's up? It's Jared Krause here, and if you've watched this video up until now, please smash the like button. I'm glad you're liking the video. Also, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're doing super good. I also want to ask you, please consider subscribing because my commitment and exploration on YouTube is about to explode. I'm talking stories, polls, more amazing content, more surprise and delight, and this is the time to subscribe. So I hope you consider it, and I hope to see you on the next video. Hey YouTube watcher, if you thought that video was good, you should check out this video here on the 2 best types of websites beginners should buy. Or check out my playlist on how I made my first 100K from buying websites and how to do due diligence. Check it out. It's an awesome playlist. You'll enjoy it.